So I am the resident at the bottom of the Willow Street turn here and the victim of all of the slides in the past 27 years. The first one that I was aware of happened in 1983 when this whole hillside just collapsed into my yard, and if I hadn't had a big stack of wood right over in that area acting as a funnel, this hillside would have devastated my Victorian house. As it was, the mud was funneled into the driveway and into the house next door, which was ultimately fouled so badly that we had to tear it down. So that slide I was told was caused by all of this dirt having plants in it whose roots only went to 18 inches. All of the plants along this hillside, the original hillside, and even this over here, the anise, any of that, they go to 18 inches, and every year their roots die, causing the land to be a sponge of holes where roots were. So when the rain came, the land swelled up like a sponge and slid down there.
And why was it only 18 inches?
It was the ground cover. There was never a tree planted. When we moved here, we started planting trees all along here, which act as a great protection for us. I mean, who's to say that this isn't going to come sliding down? You know, this hillside goes, I mean, yeah, you're looking right up here at Highway 5. That, you know, is way over there across Willow Street. But who knows what the substructure is under that hillside. And if this one goes, then that one's compromised. And here we have Highway 5 tumbling into our backyard. So here is the place where the repair has to be made. And to my way of thinking, the last repair that was made between Caltrans and this city was this bric-a-brac of rocks laid in over black plastic and really crushed into position so that all of the groundwater that hits this side here now goes down and does not erode the dirt underneath these rocks. It hits these rocks and goes on the surface, which is protected by a visqueen, a big thick plastic barrier.
So this is working really well.
This is really working very well. And I want to know that. Believe me, living down there, I want to know that. Okay, so let's go up here to the next slide so you'll see that it is in kind. Here is the chasm.
And this happened when?
This year. This is the one that is causing all the attention. Notice here with the filming too, if you look, you'll see that 18 inches of dirt down slid. It's the same kind of stuff that has this gorse pea and wild oat and anise. Their roots don't go any further down than 18 inches or so. So this winds up being a ready sponge for all of the water that gets here, and off it goes. This slide landed on the remnant of Pine Street, which exists right down there by those poplars. The old Pine Street used to come up High School Hill, and it turned right here. There used to be houses here, no Highway 5. All the traffic went through Dunsmuir during that time. So they're houses. And that is the remnant of a road upon which this dirt found a resting spot. So in my naturalistic way of thinking of it, it corrected itself. The slide went right there. It's not going to go any further because of the asphalt base that it's laying on. And this, a few more rocks just like they did there, seems like that would be really cool, and they might want to enlarge it so it's contiguous with that rock pile over to here. Now I don't know if we need to go ahead and be proactive and repair this whole hillside. So we could go up here now to the root cause. Normally, the water that comes down this hill goes right down our gutter and into that rain gutter. And
water that comes off I-5.
Yeah, it flows down here in the street part. But up here, I-5, the drainage on this side of the freeway, something went wrong with it. And I don't know the history of when it went wrong, but it went wrong before a lot of folks knew it, and the water just came down this side of the sidewalk, right down on this dirt, this porous dirt. And as you see, going right down there, it hits the radius where it turns, and it just sunk right into that part of Willow Street. And the water collected in that spongy mass. So here's where the city or somebody made a temporary repair to keep the water from going. Oh, you know what? Looks like it's the western side. Look at this, it was coming down this side. You know, this, I don't know who did that. But that's where the water was flowing, right? You don't see it pouring off here. I don't see any drainage problem coming off the freeway here. It's up there.
So what does that mean?
Well, in my way of looking at it, the water problem is completely a Caltrans problem. Because it starts over here under the freeway. It's all freeway water. Somehow it's coming down on this side. I don't know how they've engineered their drainage to our gutter system, but it wasn't working. And that was the problem. That's what's happened here. So it seems like that Caltrans, I mean, from my way of looking at it, the problem here promoted this problem over there. I don't know what they're trying to, you know, were we responsible for having an adequate drain system from Highway 5 water to the street water over here on this side of the gutter over here? I mean, is that our responsibility to bring the water off the freeway over to this? I don't know. This is the gutter. This is where the city collects the rain, the runoff. It goes into the sewer. Over here, that's the hillside, and that's the damage. And it'll happen again. I mean, if that water continues to pour on this side of the sidewalk, it will erode this hillside even further. And as you see, we're standing right here on the foundation of Highway 5. Who knows what erosion can take place underneath this? I don't know. I'm not an engineer. You got to do sound shock waves to see how solid all this is. But this over here is a definite problem that can't go on any longer. We really got to get it solved.
So you just think more rocks, like the rocks worked really well, and
Yeah.
more of that would be just the thing to do.
Exactly. And we'll see that there's any complication. This one has proved itself. And even plants are starting to grow back into it to even disguise the foreignness of those rocks. So it's kind of the whole hillside is healing itself.
Yeah.
So when we moved here in 1976, my wife and I started the Calico Caboose Daycare Center. This was our play yard. And the hillside starts right there, leading up to, you can see the Highway 5 exit 730 up there on that sign. So just as a little bit of history, this hillside was created over the existing old neighborhood of Dunsmuir when they laid in Highway 5. So they filled dirt on top of the old hill and packed it up there and built the big footing for Highway 5, which included the packing of this hill that has slid several times now, the packing of the hill up there that's right below the Highway 5. So it's all part of a constructed hillside over an old naturalistic hillside. And as I told you, you could look up there and see where the most recent slide came to rest on the extension of Pine Street, which goes right up and around here. And up there, we were above there, and I was pointing down to it before. So I think that clears it up.